Kia ora, everybody. Right, I think we're good today. Yeah, kia ora. Definitely a bit of a go slow morning for me today, so I hope you're all doing well out there. I see hello Samsara, hello Beady, and hello Nominal Alloy. Words. We're already struggling with the words. But kia ora, how are you all doing today? It is lovely to see you all here. Samsara, congratulations on getting first. We are indeed having vegetable soup, not pizza. I will be working on that later. We do have all the veg. So we're good on that sense. Oh, Sammy, if you can hear me, maybe some cheese if you want some cheese toasties to go with soup. Or cheesy garlic bread. Yeah. Putting in that grocery order via the internet, via Twitch, as you do. But I hope you're all doing well today. I am... Oh, honestly, I'm feeling very shot today. It has been a really fun, busy week for Kiwi RPG Week, or Kimu Whakatau o Aotearoa. And then also with Matariki, and yeah, there's just been quite a bit on this week. It is now all over. I ended up jumping in last night and filling in a player spot on the finale, so I got to play Monster of the Week for the first time last night. It was super fun, such a fun TTRPG, and I definitely want to look into running my own Monster of the Week game, because I really enjoyed learning about it, but also it is a TTRPG where the keeper is the biggest fan of the players, and I really like that as a mechanic. So yeah, it's been a fun, full-on weekend. I looked absolutely glorious in last night's stream. I had lipstick smeared everywhere, I had eyeliner running down my face, my hair was a mess. My hair is still a mess and very much annoying me today, so we'll see how we go. But yeah, it's been a really fun weekend. Morning, Steffi, and hello, Chai. Enjoy your lurk. Oh, hair is just whatever today. But yeah, so we're back to our regular stream schedule, and we're gonna try and get this page completed. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. You can see kind of like a line here. That's about as far as I've gotten with the pencil shading, so we still have quite a bit more pencil shading to go. Now some of this is bigger areas, but there is still a lot of detail to fill in, but hopefully we can finish today. It would be nice to finish off another work in progress page, because it is of course the end of the month, and with me doing, you know, like YouTube wrap ups of this is what I did this month, it's just nice to try and finish things within the month. I'm not optimistic, but we're gonna try. I mean, last stream, which was the Matariki stream, we did manage to complete a whole page in a stream essentially. The only thing I had left to do was a little bit of Posca lines and some glitter, which I have now done. So for those that did not see our Matariki stream, we coloured Kahutakawa, which is one of the stars in the Matariki cluster. And I really like how she turned out. But yes, today we are back on Kerby. We're back on Kerby Rosanes, and we are working on this, I still don't know how to pronounce it, Espiodone? Turtle with stuff on its back. But yeah, I hope you've all had a wonderful weekend out there. I hope you're all doing well. What have you all been up to? Just checking autofocus hasn't turned itself on. Also, my music's gone loud again. Let's turn you down a bit. Autofocus has not turned on, has it? Be very rude if it has. It's not meant to do that. It is not. do 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 do. So I still have all the pencils and stuff that I pulled out from last time. There's also some bits in here that aren't meant to be in here. Like, we don't need the reds or the pinks, because we are working with a limited colour palette. So yeah, last time we started working on the details along here, along the bottom of the plants. And we also started putting the light sources in here and creating all the highlights and bits and pieces. So that's what we're going to keep working on today. We're using a mixture of Polychromos pencils and Inktense pencils. And, sorry, based with Inktense pencils, and then we're using Polychromos and Pablo pencils to do all the shading and just build up tones. I'm currently sick, so I've been wrapping up and trying to chill, but it's been good. I'm sorry you're sick, Steffi. Being sick absolutely blows. There's a lot of sickness going around at the moment too, so I hope you are managing to stay warm and chill and cozy, and hopefully we can help you relax and rest. I've heard that I am a very good stream for falling asleep too. Vegetable soup. My dad makes a great one. That's awesome, nominal. I have, that is my job after stream. I have made some chicken stock with some rotisserie chicken bones yesterday. And then after stream, I will be chopping up some kumara or sweet potato and other bits and pieces, onion. Chucking it all into the veggie pot with the stock that I made and making a delicious vegetable soup. I think we also have a little bit of chicken left over, so I could even put some chicken in there. I know, I'm just gonna find what I find. That's the great thing about veggie soup. It's just whatever's in the cupboard goes into the soup. And yeah, maybe some cheesy garlic bread. But yeah. I call it clear it out soup. Whatever's in the fridge can go into the soup. Tasty though. As long as you get enough good flavour into there. And it is a good flavourful stock that I made. So it's going to be delicious. Yeah. Tree! Hello, lovely. Hello. How are you? I'm doing well, thank you. I'm a little drained. It was a big night last night. But we're feeling good. We are hopefully going to get quite a bit of work done on this page today. We'll see. We'll see. We don't stream to be productive. I stream to hang out with y'all and maybe get some art done. You're doing okay? I am glad to hear that. Did pull out some greens. Good, good. Yeah, a lot of what we're doing today is going to be layering and just building up these tones. We do want quite a dark turtle. Oh wow, words already. Because the idea is this is a nighttime sky. I haven't decided if I am going to put glitter on the nighttime sky. I mean, it's me. We all know I love putting glitter on. Also, Amy, I had a question for you. For science purposes only, of course. Is cereal and milk soup? I mean, yes, if you define soup as, you know, things in a broth, then yes. By that same token, ramen is a soup. If you're someone who defines that soup should be savoury, well then, maybe no. For me, soup is just one of those dishes that's easy to make, uses up anything. You know, you can get cheap veggies, cheap clearance items, and you can make a pretty tasty meal that's filling, warm, comforting, and budget friendly, and it usually doesn't take a lot of spoons. So soup is one of those dishes that I make quite often, but also is quite nice on my tummy and isn't too overwhelming for my tummy. So I do also really like it for that sense. I do love a good soup though. What is my favorite kind of soup? Ooh. So I do, it's technically called a stew, but it does fall into the soup category for me. I do make one that is gochujang based. It is a Korean spicy stew. So it uses gochujang paste and gochujang, which is like a chili spice, to make a really beautiful, hot, spicy, flavorful broth, and then you can chuck all sorts of stuff in there. I love it with bean sprouts and egg, and it's just tasty and spicy, but it's also one that I can kind of just whip together in a pot very quickly as well. It just always hits the spot. It's very good with tofu. I'm not a huge fan of tomato soup. I just find it too acidic. So that's like one soup I'm not the world's biggest fan of. And it's usually either very tomatoey and acidic, and usually very creamy, which is two things I don't really care for in a soup. I'm not a huge creamy soup person, but I'm not a huge cream sauce person. Anyway, as we know, I'm not a huge fan of like mac and cheese and fettuccine and cream sauces. Not a big fan. And same with creamy soups. Not a big fan. Eva, hello. Hello, lovely. How are we going today? How is the wonderful Eve? Have you ever tried Indian lentils? I have, and they are amazing. I really, really love, I believe it's called aloo. It's the potato, where they'll take potatoes and then almost stir fry it with like cumin and coriander seeds and turmeric, and it's just like flavorful potato. There's also a spinach curry that they do. It's usually a vegetarian one, and it's like spinach and potato, and yeah, that one was also very tasty. I'm doing great. Getting dressed for my first Pride event alone tonight. I'm crazy nervous, but also excited. Oh my god, that sounds amazing, Eve. Heck yeah. Wave those flags and have a blast. It sounds amazing. I hope it is an absolutely a wonderful time. And yeah, full of rainbows. We do love being full of rainbows here. Big rainbow fan, as we know. Yeah. I work remotely, so I'm trying to make an effort to go out and meet people. Yep. It's very easy as someone who works from home and streams to have a lot of contact with people, but not physical contact with people. Because yeah, same thing. I work from home, I stream, everything I do is online. So legit, I don't have to leave the apartment for weeks upon weeks on end. And yeah, it can get very isolating. So I'm very proud of you for stepping out and looking into ways to have physical connection as well. Because it is scary out there sometimes. But once you do it, and once you get there, I'm sure you'll have an absolute blast. looking good, true. And I'm just so tempted to stay home. Yeah. Well, socializing takes a lot of spoons, especially if you're someone who doesn't naturally socialize a lot. And some people forget that, like sometimes someone will be like, oh, let's just go out for dinner. And it's like, you should have, like, booked this in with me because I went and got my medication today and that is my social spoons done for the next 3 days. I'm not a good person to do impromptu stuff with because it's like, it depends on where I am in this pain cycle. It depends where I am in terms of like how much I've already done that day and my social spoons. And it's like, yeah, no, I've done my peopling today. Check in with me in 3 to 4 weeks. What are we working on today? So we are working on a page from Kerby Rosanes' Mythomorphia. So it is this giant turtle page with an island on the back. So I have based everything, and right now what I'm trying to do is just go in and shade. We're dealing with lights as well, but do all the shading. So just making these light sources pop and darkening around to give the illusion that there's very little light apart from the lights on the back and the moonlight. If we do more like that, maybe. And as per usual, I am battling shiny lights versus, bright lights versus shiny pencils. Just one of those things. So yeah, we've gone over everything with Inktense. Everything has at least a base layer. And now it's just about defining, deepening colors, and then also adding in highlights and shadows where needed. So you can see like, you can see like little edge highlighting here. Wow. Yeah, it's going to be one of those days where we just have light everywhere. In fact, the sun has come out now, so let's try no light. That's the wrong button. Okay, that's not bad. We'll work with that for a while. The only problem of doing traditional art on stream is the continuation of battling lights. Because pencils have either a wax or oil base to them. So they're always going to have a little bit of shine to them because of the binding that is used for the pigments in them. So because of that, some days it's really hard to actually capture the light in them. The same issues I have with glitter. Just struggles. All the struggles. But we try. Yeah, the idea is that like our palm trees just have a slight little bit of light to them. That is either from the torches below, or we do have the moon coming in from the right as well. And so I'm still deciding if I want to go over the entire background with a layer of Mod Podge to make it all sparkly like the nighttime sky, which is something I quite love doing. There on the Matariki page that we were working on last time. So over that background we've got a layer of Mod Podge sparkle. I just feel like it adds nighttime sky vibes and starry night sky. And it's just pretty. I do love my sparkles. So yeah, I hope we're all doing well today. Pride sounds amazing to go to. It's so cool hearing about all the different Pride events going on at the moment. I myself have never actually made it to a Pride event. There was there were some Pride events where I was in my hometown, but quite a few of them were unfortunately not accessible to me. So I didn't make it to those ones. But there was a concert that went on in the outdoor space next to where I live. And so I heard that from my apartment, but I didn't actually make it out to it because it wasn't a good mobilization day. Glitter just gets everywhere. It's like fuse beads. If you try to pick them up off the ground, they just bounce everywhere. It can do. Using a glitter glue or glitter gel definitely helps Shree. I mostly use Stickles or Mod Podge Extreme Glitter, or I now have Mod Podge Sparkle as well. So it's like a glitter glue. So it's not loose glitter. But I do use loose glitter sometimes. But yes, I know a lot of people who really don't like glitter. I love glitter. I think it's beautiful. Smolt! Hello, Smolt. Welcome home. I hope your trip back was wonderful. And I hope you're not feeling too exhausted after your concert. And you had the bestest time. Sounds like a wonderful concert to go to. Janet Jackson is still in her prime. She was magnificent. Excellent. Also, Nelly opened for her and he sounds so good live. Oh, wow, there you go. So, quite the concert. Funnily enough, I have never actually been to a proper concert. Like, I've been to like a high school production concert, but not like a actual concert. Because for a long time there, social anxiety and being in a stadium full of people just terrified me, and I didn't want to be around that many people. So yeah, I'd never been to a concert, and then I'm at the point mentally now that I could have gone to a concert, but it has to be accessible now. So it just adds in another challenge. And there hasn't been anyone that's come in that I can afford a ticket to that I also really wanted to jump on and see that much. So yeah, I do watch a lot of like concert movies and stuff like that because you can kind of get the experience. But they do seem to be very fun, especially if you can go with someone who's also into said artist and just have a fun night together. Like, yes, I understand these human things called concerts. I am totally human. Excuse me. I am still a little shot right now. There are some songs that I'm kind of meh about until I see them live. Yeah, I could see that because studio recordings are very perfect, which is wonderful for radio and replayability and that. But when songs are sung live, there is so much more emotion and variation that goes into them. And then also having that experience to attach to it. So I can see that very much being a thing. Like, Rhythm Nation has always just been a song on Janet's roster, but hearing it live, wow. Ooh. And I suppose with all, like, the choreography and the performance of it, too. That would be a quite a spectacular performance. Also, I'm sorry, Addie Bug, for disappearing during your stream last night. I think I ended up falling asleep. Well, I'm glad you managed to get some sleep, Shri. Self-care is very important. And as I say to people who fall asleep here, I actually don't mind it because it means you feel safe and you feel comfortable and relaxed, and sometimes it's hard to fall asleep, so I'm glad you got some rest in at least, Shri, because I know you're full out right now with school once again. Make sure we actually stay in frame, Amy. Does help. I've just somehow ended up deciding I'm doing all the palm trees, which is fine. So I don't know if any of y'all got to catch it, but last night I did end up playing in the Kiwi RPG stream that I've been modding for a week, which is also why I'm partially completely shot today. But yeah, I jumped in with Monster of the Week, which is actually a Kiwi-designed TTRPG system. And it was my first time playing Monster of the Week, and I am very impressed with the system. And I definitely want to run some TTRPG in Monster of the Week style. Not only does it allow for a lot of creativity and storytelling, a lot of it is derived from the player's narrative and what the players do. And there's a few things as a keeper that just really speak to me. So the dungeon master is called the Keeper in Monster of the Week. But yeah, I had an absolute blast on the stream. I played an absolute hot mess of a person. If you see my Instagram stories, you'll see my get up for the stream. I had makeup smeared all over my face. I had eyeliner running down my eyes. My hair was all over the place. I was playing someone having a really bad day. It was just so fun. The game was really, really good. There will be a VOD going up at some stage of the entire week. But yes, that one in particular, I'll make a point of trying to link it for those that missed it. Ruby, of course, was fantastic. Ruby is always an amazing GM. I fully recommend Ruby. You can actually hire her to run Monster of the Week for you as well, which is something that I've been trying to do for the last year, because she is a professional game master. I just haven't had the funds to organize a game, so I was like extra grateful to be able to jump in last moment and be like, yes. Yeah, I think I ended up listening to your voice. It was so nice and relaxing that I just ended up falling asleep. Yep. I can see that. Eve streams are very good and fun, chill spaces. Plus the squeals. I love Eve's squirrels of delight. I saw that. You saw it. You saw the glorious look. I would have popped in at the start, but the start time was like 6 a.m. for me, and my friend and I wanted to get some rest and then grab lunch before I need to catch my train home. It's absolutely fine, Small. I fully understand. I know it was last minute, and I know that the time zone didn't work for a lot of people because it was 8 p.m. New Zealand it started. It didn't work for a lot of Kiwis because it's late on a Saturday. Yeah, no, I fully understand. So, but yeah, I think you would have enjoyed the system as well, and it's a really easy system just to get into in terms of making a character, and just playing. It feels like a very good system for it. So. I just want to run more TTRPGs in general. I've just been really inspired by this week, and like, don't get me wrong, I love D&D, but I'm also very burnt out on D&D, and so I think I just want to start running some random games using random systems and just trying different things out and not having like a schedule or anything to it. Just being like, okay, I'm free tonight. I've got the spoons. And message a bunch of people and be like, hey, are you around at this time? I'm free and I'm running this game. And just start playing some systems. Because I have so many like one-page RPGs and rules light systems that are just designed to be picked up and played. Yeah. What does an escalator say when it stops working? Nothing, it just steers. Womp, womp, womp. Hello, Jester. How are you today, hun? Well, I do bring good news. I now have an actual part-time job, but only on call. That isn't random side jobs. Heck yeah, that's still awesome, Jester. Well done. Congrats. How's it going with you all? Well, I'm sure chat can answer for them. For me, pretty good. Just shot. Very tired today. But other than that, we're doing good. I also have cheesecake in the fridge. So, you know, I'm doing excellent, really. Because we have cheesecake. just learned yesterday that I'm going to be getting my 4th client starting on July 8th. Heck yeah! It is at a junkyard, and I came prepared and brought dog treats because junkyard dogs. Nice. Hey, it doesn't matter where it's at. A job's a job. And even better if it's a job that you like, or with cool people, or doing something that you're passionate about, you know? But also, if it's just a job to pay the bills, that's also fine. So I just need to extend out the yellow a bit more, just to match elsewhere. Oh, excuse me. Alright. And then... Do. Yeah, he wanted someone who knows their way around vehicles and will also bring tools and taking pictures of vehicles. Today we power washed a big truck. Nice. It's real life power wash simulator. Oh, excuse me. Oh, so sorry. Sleepy, sleepy, sleepy. I did sleep pretty solidly last night too. Except for the fact I was itchy. I was so itchy again last night. Yeah, no, last couple of nights have been super itchy. Last couple of days I've been super itchy. Every once in a while, it could be that it's, because we are heading, it's a bit late for the birch pollen, so it could be that, it could just be that I've had too much dairy over the last few days, because I have had a lot of dairy the last few days. Simple things like that, you know? Just getting itchy is not very fun, especially when you're trying to fall asleep. Yeah, dairy can make me itchy because I am technically intolerant to it. A lot of things can make me itchy. I am lactose intolerant, and if I have too much dairy, I will start breaking out in a rash all over my face, and I just get itchy. There's a few different things that can make me very itchy in terms of food. It's the same if I have too much wheat as well, gluten. I have technically not, I'm technically meant to eat a very low FODMAP diet. I do not, because cheese is worth the stomach pain a lot of the time. But I am meant to eat a very low FODMAP diet. But also, life is too short to have no garlic. Because garlic is divine. And garlic goes in everything I cook. Dairy gives me breakouts. Yeah. There's a few people that I've heard of that dairy gives them breakouts. I unfortunately, well, I suppose, I don't know if it's fortunately or unfortunately. Depends on your subjective view of it, but I have very dry skin, so I don't tend to get breakouts, but I do get like dry, flaky, and then rashy skin. And I will quite often get like areas that are weeping almost. So some days, I don't do it every day. I stream without makeup because I genuinely can't be bothered most of the time. Some days I do makeup, and that's usually because I want to wear glitter on my face. But I'm also just as comfortable not rocking makeup on a stream because, like, you know, this is real life. But some days I will put on like you can get green corrective makeup. So I've got like a little CC cream that is green based. Sometimes I'll put a little bit of that on just to help with the redness and irritation that I get. Of course, that can make me also just as itchy. So, yeah, no, one of the side effects of ankylosing spondylitis. So, AS, ankylosing spondylitis, is the arthritic condition that I have in my back. It is an autoimmune inflammatory disease. So, it mostly attacks my back, but it does attack other organs and cause inflammation. So, for example, PCOS, polycystic ovaries, is inflammation in the ovaries causing cysts. So, PCOS. Irritable bowel syndrome is irritation in the bowels. IBS. So, that's why I'm eating a low FODMAP diet. I also get uveitis, which is inflammation of the blood vessels of the eyes. So, I get very itchy and swollen eyes in particular sometimes. And then itchy skin can sometimes just be an inflammatory reaction. So sometimes I'm legit just itchy because my immune system's going a bit nuts. Sometimes it's because I ate something because it's run down, because it's a pollen that I'm allergic to. So this is why, like, me going to bed itchy is like, yeah, okay, I'm itchy, cool. It could be a number of things. We just give it a few days. I try to figure out what it's causing, get it to calm down, and carry on to the next thing. Yeah. Just what it is. But Yana, hello. Hello on the YouTube land. Hi, Amy and everyone. It's lovely to see you again, Yana. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. And Allegrata, hello, hello. How are you today? Hope everyone is doing well on this fine Saturday/Sunday, depending on your time zone. We are, like, we are getting there. If you look at that half, you can see we've got a lot more dynamicness to it than this half. Like, we still have some bright highlights and stuff, but we are getting there with the shading. It's just building up those layers. And because I do want to have a dark nighttime sky, I actually need to go quite dark with it, which is very scary. So it's easier to just build up tones and build up layers and go darker, because we can always deepen, but it's quite hard to lighten. It's like a blast furnace heat today. The wind is a hairdryer from hell set on high. Oh my goodness. And it's too hot for Allegrata as well. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry. It is actually really beautiful here. It is blue sky, not a cloud in it. Absolutely stunning. I'm still in a blanket hoodie, but I haven't got the heat pump on or anything. I'm just temperate in a blanket hoodie. It's one of those good winter days here where it's like refreshingly cool, but it's not overly cold. But oh, heat, summer heat. Oh, I just got a message from the Cindy, who I am buddying on this page, which makes me think that they have finished their version of the page. Oh, they have. Looks so good too. Funny, because we're doing complete opposite approaches to the page. Cindy's doing a very daytime scene, and I'm doing this complete night scene. So, very interesting. But yes, they just finished theirs, so I kind of need to get on and get this finished today, hopefully. But I'm not rushing it still. Like, if I don't quite get it done, I don't quite get it done. I'd rather take my time and produce a page I'm happy with that takes a bit longer. This is unusual for here. May rain tonight, fingers crossed. All I'm doing is watering, watering, watering. I hope so, because the rain also often helps break heat. So I hope it does help cool it down a little bit for you. So now it's been very, very hot for you, Yana. Art shouldn't be rushed. Absolutely. And for me, with colouring, a lot of it is about the process, the relaxation, and the just what goes into creating the piece. So, like, the final outcome, like, it's lovely when it's something that you're proud of and you're like, yeah, I'm really happy with that. But also, a lot of the time, it's about what I get during the making of the piece, which is why sometimes I work on, you know, the kitty colouring books and things that are a little bit more simpler, and then sometimes I do these big complicated pages. And why I don't take too many buddy colours, because I also want to work on what I need to work on for my own mental well-being. And that's why this month there hasn't been as much colouring as usual, because I haven't needed to do as much colouring. I've been playing The Sims, and I've been sketching a little bit, and just doing other creative pursuits. I love the dark effect you have done. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really liking the moody, dark vibes of the nighttime sky. I'm definitely very much enjoying going for that nighttime glow effect. I mean, I love doing lighting effects anyway. It is one of my favorites. I love playing with light on a piece. The page is coming out so good. Thank you, Smalt. I appreciate that. I think we are starting to really get those, like, the effect of that nighttime with just that limited light. It's starting to come through. I wish you all could see it without all the pencil glare and the light glare, and one day I will finally perfect how to do a light setup. Doesn't matter what I do, everything it's never 100% like real life because something blows out. So we're just trying to get the least amount of pencil shine to do. But yeah, is anyone working on art or colouring or anything themselves? What are we up to? If you feel comfortable sharing. If you do not, that is also valid. If you just want to keep lurking in the background and have me as the background noise, I also appreciate you doing that as well. Still wandering around this field of poppies. Need to finish this before I leave next Friday. We'll be gone for 10 days. Oof. You can do it, Yana. Poppy at a time. A little bit at a time. Oh, excuse me. So sorry. It is going to be a bit of a yawny day for me, unfortunately. Right, come on. I want my yellow to stay in the extender, please. So we still need to come in and add like a moon glow to the right hand side of some of these pieces, especially as we start to get to this side. But I'll actually start doing that a lot more intently once we move on to the next page as well, because we want it to like translate across both pages evenly. So there's still a little bit more work to do up there, but that's like later on stuff. And we're just going to darken along here quite a bit. I think we'll use some cool grey 5. I brought home a boba cake. Dio and I are setting up some tea time to enjoy it. Oh, I love that. I have cheesecake. I am looking forward to cheesecake at some point. Poppies are finished, just the rest of the double pages what I'm working on now. Heck yeah! That's an achievement, getting all those poppies done, because I know there was a lot of them to work through. So well done, Yana, well done. What tea are we having with our boba cake, Smolt? Because we all know that's very important. Tea is a very prominent feature of one of the D&D games I run. So all these little starfish bits and pieces, we are just going to block in with grey and black and then highlight like they're in shadow. I hear music pumping. I think Sammy is back. She is. I see the car. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. As I said, I will be yawning quite a bit today. A black tea from Taiwan with notes of honey. Oh, that is so good to go with boba cake as well. Oh, that sounds delicious. Sounds like a good choice. But I am being warned by Twitch that it is time for us to take our first break. So for those that aren't aware, we do take a break every hour on the channel just to make sure that we're looking after ourselves. We like to take this opportunity to stretch, to hydrate, take meds, grab snacks, go to the bathroom, anything that you can do to look after yourself, because it is very easy to lose an hour and know that you have not done any form of self-care. So take this opportunity to do a check-in with yourself and see what you can do to look after yourself this hour. I am, of course, going to be stretching. I also need to hydrate because I haven't had any water in the last hour. And I think I'm due pain meds, so we'll also take some pain meds. But yeah, do a little check-in with yourself, see how you can look after yourself, and we'll take this break. I'm very excited for boba cake. I would be too. Ooh. Actually, I have some spiculous cookies. Might go and grab a couple of those. They are very good cookies. Cookies. Good. Oh, alright. We are just about back. We've got a couple more seconds. And welcome back, everybody. I hope you had a good self-care break and you got a chance to look after yourself. You're feeling good and refreshed and ready to go. I still need to have some water. I need to refill my water bottle next break. Let's get back into this. We want to make sure we have a little bit of a shadow from the sand that's on the back of this turtle. Losing our starfish a little bit here, so right, we also still had to highlight the edges of our other creatures that are on the sand here. Go back to the grey. We get a highlight, but not an overly strong highlight. How are we all doing out there? We're doing well. Slightly off frame here, as per usual. Yeah, it's a lot of like bouncing around to different areas at the moment. I mean, it's all on the turtle's back, but it's a lot of bouncing back and forth and just building up those layers so we can get those deeper shadows and those dark tones in there to make it read as nighttime. But I think we can start moving towards under the seas in a moment. There's not really any lighter green, is there? We'll just chuck in a thin layer as we head towards this side. It's really still all dark green. What extender can I steal? You're not going to come out. Ooh, let's steal this one for now. Pencil Butter! Hello! Thank you for doing the shout out for PB. How are you, lovely? As always, it is amazing to see you, hun. I hope you're doing well. Gee. Let's get some dark indigo, and we're gonna actually... Nah, we need another extender. Theme of the day, where are more extenders? I have like 10 of them, and I still run out all the time. Hey, Sammy. Looking cute as always. Ah, yes, I am mod. I should do some shout-outs. It's all good, Smoke. I just appreciate you being here. You know, I never ever ask anything of the mods. I should be... I say that. I do ask things of the mods. But I should be on...
Oat milk.
Yeah. I should get on to doing them myself. I just forget. I just appreciate the mods being there to keep an eye out. If yucky things get said before I see them, so that they don't live in chat. That's the one main reason, because I don't always see chat, especially if I've got my head down and I'm working. And if yucky people say yucky things, and I don't want that in chat very long, so yeah. Otherwise, that's it. Like, I got a bot to fight the bots so that the mods don't even have to fight the bots. I just want you all to chill out and relax and just vibe and be here. But I do appreciate when you all start doing the shout outs. I will eventually get... we've been saying for how long we're going to get the streamer bot stuff sorted. It's just trying to get a day.
Stop being so busy.
And then we'll get that thing set up so you can just queue shout outs. And then you can just spam a bunch of them at once and it will do the rest. Alright. This page is looking gorgeous. Thank you. I think it's really starting to come together. I'm struggling with light and pencil shine, as you do. But I think we are really starting to get those sort of nighttime vibes. We're getting there. We're getting there. Hopefully we can get it done today. I I am back from overnight trip. Brain is still making way home from the train station, and that is absolutely fine. Smalt. I should be the one getting onto shout-outs. I am just really bad at doing it. But I appreciate you oh so much. Smalt is top tier mod. All my mods are top tier mods, but I will always say my mods are top tier because they are. They're wonderful and I appreciate them. My brain never fully got out of bed this morning. Yeah, I kind of feel that way too. It feels like a no brain day, you know? We're not braining today. Nothing difficult. This is a brain free zone. We're just here to chill and vibe. No brain, only pencil. Brain? What is that? Exactly. Exactly. My brain has been all used up. I'm sorry. The executive function you are looking for today is not available. Please try again in 3 to 5 business days. Thank you for doing the shout out for the Chester as well. And I saw one for the amazing Aligrata before as well. And yes, for all my Discord peeps, the G Squad members, I'm still trying to find an alternative to Streamcord because Streamcord is just no longer working. So please do keep shouting out your channels and the promote yourself thing until I can find out how to do an auto one again that isn't going to cost me the ends of the earth. Ooh, I have not had these in years. My gosh, we've got, I think, these are called animal crackers in the States, right? We call them iced animals. There's no pink. Did they get rid of the pink? Ah. Oh, there's no pink. Yeah, no, I'm legit only seeing orange, yellow, and green. That's so rude.
Yeah.
So rude. No pink. There's no blue. Ugh. I got a polar bear, an elephant, and a sheep. Put the cookies on top of this cookie jar over here. Our iced animals are only pink and white. Oh. Yeah, shout out for Eve, the wonderful Eve. I think your Discord might be broken. I can't get the unread message thing to go away. I wonder if it's because technically the shout outs channel is still there. It's just hidden and nobody has access to it. I don't know. Discord's also been real gimmicky for me the last couple of days. I mean, if worse comes to worse, I'll just delete the channel and then reset it up when I figure out how to find something to do it. Now that I've told on it, the unread message that I can't find is gone. There we go. It's just Discord being Discord. Alright, I think I'm okay to leave this for a while. Like, there's still areas to work on up here. But most of it, I need to work onto the second page to do that. So we might just finish off this bottom bit. And then the water. And then we can start bringing the second page in. So, creatures under the sea are very, very easy. Because it's essentially just black. Lots and lots of black. With a white highlight. And I can even go over the edges because we also want to bring some black into the bottom of the water here. Although I should keep my lines vertical. Although my lines shouldn't be vertical. They should be on an angle to match the light rays. So hopefully we can make it not look so streaky. Make it look natural. We'll figure it out. It'll be what it'll be. So we'll just start by getting some black over all this plant life. Honestly, doing all the plant life in silhouette is genius because then I don't have to, you know, sit there and individually color a whole bunch of plant life in a bunch of different colors. It's all one color. Best decision. Did I do that because I'm lazy? Of course not. Of course not. This was a purposeful, artful decision. Not Amy being like, I don't want to colour in a bunch of coral and sea life again after doing a bunch of coral and sea life in Mermaid. No, not at all. So we'll work in some deep indigo, and we're also going to work in... Was I working in mauve? I don't think I was working in mauve. I think these have been pulled out from the Matariki page. I think there's a little bit of Delft blue, and there was definitely some dark turquoise in there too. Yeah, shout out for Sammy. We all appreciate Sammy here.
Thank you.
Sammy is glorious and wonderful and amazing and gorgeous, and I am biased, but I'm also telling the truth. Sammy is doing all sorts of stuff, but one of the things that she's been working on a little bit is the Pokemon Pinafore dress, which is the same pattern as the gorgeous yellow dress she's actually wearing today.
Just longer.
Yeah, because I asked for it to be longer. And we popped into EB Games recently, which is like our gaming store where you buy video games and stuff. And they had this really gorgeous jacket. Like, I'm legit going to pull this up because I think it's stunning. And I'm still very tempted to get it. And oh my god, would it go good with this dress.
It's really cute.
So we go scenes, we go web.
And you, if I tried it on, I'd buy it.
Yeah. And then we go window capture and we change it to this. It's been resized, I do apologize. So this here. Actually, can I make it bigger? That would be more logical. I can. Ah. No. I don't know what I just moved then. Window capture. There we go. So this here. This jacket here. Still very, very tempted to get. It only goes up to a 2XL, which I think is going to just fit. I'm not going to be able to do it up. But I don't mind that because it's cute as heck. So, so cute. But then with the Pokemon Pinafore dress under it as well. It's like, this is a whole outfit. And it's like also a casual cosplay because if I was to go to, say, Armageddon or a convention, it's like I can just dress up as a Pokemon trainer with this Eevee jacket, this Eevee Pinafore dress. There's also a matching bucket hat that Sammy is making for me. And it's like I can just carry around a Pokemon plush. And it would just be like so cute. And so yeah, I'm like, do I need the jacket? Do I need the jacket? And I keep on saying, I think I need the jacket. But also I don't need the jacket. But also I need the jacket because it's gorgeous. Pokemon plush and a bag to throw your stuff in. Well, the Pinafore does have pockets. Just saying, there are some massive pockets on it. Because of course. But yeah, Yeah, it's like a whole outfit and it's a whole vibe. And it's Eevee, who is my favorite. And they also had this really huggable giant Eevee plush there too. And I was just like, ah, because Eevee is my favorite. Like, I know it's kind of like, in terms of all the Pokemon, like Eevee's kind of like typical. But I love the fact that Eevee can be anything. It is gorgeous, it is adorable, but it's also anything. I kind of want to play some Pokemon. Sammy did download some ROMs so I could play Pokemon, and I kind of want to play Pokemon, if I'm being honest. Like, I need to get a bit more work on this done, but, you know, maybe later on we'll just play some Pokemon if I can get the ROMs working on my PC. Yeah, the bag thing is part of the character thing as well, and I do have like a D&D satchel type bag that would work anyway. But yeah, it's gorgeous and I cannot wait. I'm so excited. The fabric is been sitting in a box for years waiting for me to do something with it. And I'm so grateful to Sammy sewing it. And oh, I can't wait to show y'all. Thank you for shouting out Kimu Whakatau o Aotearoa. That is Kiwi RPG. That is the channel I was on last night and Sammy was on Thursday. So you can go check out the VODs there for a couple more days. The channel is still going to be active and I think there may be plans to keep it available for various Kiwi people to use to stream random TTRPGs. So yeah, keep an eye out on the channel. I know they're having some discussions about future ideas, so it should be quite exciting. Well, which Pokemon? Which Pokemon is the favorite, or oh, which game? Which games were they?
All of them.
All of them. I don't know. There's just a ROM and a few of them. I know.
I went through and picked the most recent release of each generation.
There we go. I know I said specifically that I want to play some Gen 1 Pokemon,
yeah.
but in colour.
Yeah, so like Fire Red or Leaf Green.
There you go.
I got both. You can choose.
Yeah. Which game? Yes. Exactly, Small. Exactly. And hello, Mike. How are you? Long time. I hope you're doing well, lovely. I am well, about to fix some noms and have a date night with the potato goddess. Oh, love it. Love it. So cute. So cute. Thank you for shouting out Ruby. Ruby was my GM last night, but is also a Twitch streamer and is an amazing role player and GM. Has been doing a bunch of solo TTRPG games lately and also has a YouTube channel where you can go and watch all of them because they were uploaded, but is still planning on doing some more TTRPG stuff. Fully recommend, like, amazing storyteller. Adore Ruby. And just a genuine sweetheart. She's just wonderful. Which does remind me I was also going to message her, and I'm going to do that quickly while I remember, because I just want to make sure that I do that. Because I did need to message her. I'm over here playing Minecraft while I wait for the night to get started. That is valid. So, funnily enough, I've never played Minecraft. Oh, okay. I've played maybe 2 minutes of Minecraft. No, I didn't even play it because when I brought my Switch, it came with Minecraft and it came as like a package deal. So it was, you got the Switch and you got Minecraft. And I picked it up and then I was still in the store and then I was like, cool, can I return this game? And the guy at the counter just cracked out laughing. He was like, look, I know I'm never going to play it. I'll go and exchange it. And he's like, yeah, no, that's fine. So yeah, they just took it straight back and gave me store credit and I brought a few games. But yeah, I have been told that I should be playing it. I don't know. I don't know if I'd enjoy it or not. I think it would depend. I think if you're playing with other people, it could be a fun game. I'm finding that I tend to enjoy video games a lot more when I'm playing with other people. I'm not very likely to play by myself, except for maybe Stardew or Sims. But other games, I will play them with other people. You couldn't tell. Well, you might be able to tell by the residue. I did actually paint my nails last night. But I painted my nails for the sole purpose that I started having, like, getting anxious on the stream last night. I could pick them off without picking my nails. And it was a good thing I did. Because we have no nail polish left.
Peels off really easy, eh?
If you put the top coat on. If you don't put the top coat on, it does not budge.
Yeah. I peeled all last night.
Yeah.
I lost 2 of them. I don't know where they went. So I found a couple middle fingernails.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking I might apply another fake set on there. Just to give me a little bit more extension. But they are growing out again. So hopefully we can get them fully grown out. I also have a whole bunch of like nail gems and decorative stuff. So I kind of just want to put on some long fakes and then go OTT with the gems and stuff on top and just have some fun. But they are growing out. Also need to get this hairdresser situation sorted. You had another recommendation, didn't you? Okay. Using a little bit of Payne's Grey now. Again, the light, it's nighttime, so there's also minimal light under the ocean. Oh, excuse me. Also want to increase around here. Do, 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 do. You only play on servers? Yeah, I've got these wonderful Jules from NZ who has her and her partner Paul have a Minecraft server set up specifically to bring people in to help them learn the game. So I have that standing invitation, but Jules is incredibly busy. And yeah. And I would have to get it to play it as well. Is it cross-platform? Okay. In other words, to get onto that while I have the Game Pass. But yeah, mostly what I've been playing at the moment is Sims. Still love Sims. Oh, excuse me. Alright. Extender. What extender can we steal? We're not working with green for a while, so let's steal the green extenders. That's the Payne's Grey. Where's the Dark Indigo? So we deepen up our ocean water. Don't you fall off the table. So unfortunately, this page also has a lot of texture because the page behind it is a whole bunch of loose glitter stuck to it. So that's where a lot of these spotty textures are coming from. However, it actually works with what the page subject is about because we've got water. So it just looks like water dots and different things in the water. Texture of the turtle, texture of the sand, and in the night sky. We've got enough darkness in there that you can't see it too badly, but it also just kind of looks like stars. So it does work despite the texture. It's not ideal. And that is also why we did the Inktense base layer to help smooth out as much as we could. But also, I'm not mad at there being all this texture on the page. And there is a good chance that we're just going to put glitter all over the sky anyway, because it's me. And I love glittery night skies. We don't want to go too low with this one, because we definitely want to keep this darker. And I think I actually need to bring the black up. Definitely around here under the turtle itself. It'll make the transition over to the second page much easier too. The light has changed again. Two seconds. We'll just correct this up a little bit. Still look a bit blurry. the best we're gonna get. Ugh, the continual battle. Also realized I can bring you in a bit, but it's really not that exciting because we're also working on a big expanse right now. Your boba cake is gone. I hope it was delicious. Someone ate it. Me. I am someone. Aww. Wow. I hope you enjoyed it. It is very sad, though, when you're like, "Oh, my treat is gone. I have no more treat." It was better than I thought it was going to be. Like, I wanted it knowing it was a gimmicky idea that was trendy a few years ago. No, it wasn't a good sponge. No, it was a good sponge cake. Not too dry, not sopping wet. It wasn't sweet. The cream was light and the bobas were fun. Oh, that sounds so good. I love a good sponge cake with cream in it. Like, strawberry cream cake. So good. So, like, I've never found it in a bakery or anything. I always just have to make it myself. Which isn't hard because you just buy a nice sponge cake, fresh cream, strawberries. Really simple. It's literally just sponge cake, cream, and strawberries. So good. So good. Of course, it's not the season for strawberries right now, so... It's like a foam that the cake swims in. Oh, yum. Where's my indigo? Why can't I see my indigo? Here you are. Runnier but more stable than a whipped cream. Ooh. Yeah, another reason why we probably don't see it is because, you know, whipped cream's not particularly stable. But, oh, so good. So good. So what do I want to do? We've got a really sharp tip now because of all the shading on the side. I'm going to use that sharp tip to just purposely go into some of these areas where our pencil won't go in too well because of the texture. And then we can add in, because our tip is nice and sharp, it will get into all those little valleys and hills that is the tooth of the paper. Some areas of these plants that I first shaded in, and I didn't quite shade everything in because I was leaving it a bit lighter, but now we've done more of the dark, we can tell that what was meant to be the darkest area isn't really that dark. So, and what I actually am going to do is I'm going to pull out the Pablo black because it is a cooler black. The Polychromos black can be quite a warm black sometimes. So I'll use a little bit of the Pablo black to really deepen down here. The Pablo black is also more opaque. We can use that to really fill in some of these areas. Out of the way, mouse. Oh. So we're gonna put a very bright light over the center. Need to diffuse you. We're just not winning. Not winning. Alright. Zoom you in a bit. That might be what the issue is. We also have auto exposure. Alright, now you can actually see some of the details. Fantastic. So we still want to give the fish a little bit of glow on top. Show the light. It's coming from on top. Even though it's not the bright light. That is quite diffused by the time it gets down here. Thanks to all the water. Sassy Bone, hello. How are you, lovely? Hope you're doing well today. Give me two. We're just gonna... The bright light's back from outside. Got lots of shopping done, so now I'm chilling listening. Fantastic. I hope you do get that good recovery rest in. Well done on doing the shopping. Doing the things can be difficult sometimes. Yeah, we're just working on this Mythomorphia page. Was hoping for some miracle that I would get it finished today. I don't think that's very likely. Because we've still got a whole second half of the spread that I haven't done any pencil work on yet. Or just like the most minute amount of pencil work on. So we've still got a fair bit to go. But hey, we'll try and get a bit more done. I also genuinely just want to go and play Pokemon now. Cool. Just rubbed my eyes and now I can't see. There we go. Alright, there's no point doing too many of the bubbles on the turtle itself because we've still got to shade the turtle. We can do some more highlighting on the different plants and stuff. Make sure that we can pick up on the fact that there's all sorts of stuff down here. We just can't really make it out because it's dark under there. Because it's nighttime and there's no light coming through. Or the little bit of light that is coming through is very filtered. And we're getting a self-care check-in warning. It has been an hour since I last asked you. Have you hydrated? Have you stretched? Have you taken your meds? Do you need to go to the bathroom? Do you need to get a snack? How can you look after yourself in these next few minutes as we do a little self-care break? I am of course going to be stretching because we definitely need to stretch today. And I need some more water because I have not drunk since the last ad break. Water. So that is how I will be self-caring, and I encourage you to do a little check-in with yourself and see what you can do to look after yourself as we appease the Twitch gods and do an ad break, but also do a little break for ourselves. So yeah, let's get stretching. Ooh. Oh. Crack goes all the bones. Oh, definitely stretches today. How are you going, Sammy? Got about 10 seconds left in the ad break. Get those final stretches and wiggles in. And there we go. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you had a good check-in with yourself. Took care of what you need to look after yourself. We're going to carry on with this highlighting of the sea creatures. Oh, excuse me. Hello, Tweety Bird. Welcome in. Thank you so much. This is a colouring page that I am working on. It is by the illustrator Kerby Rosanes, and we are colouring it in. So this side I have just done the base colours on. I haven't done any pencil shading. And on here we are getting close to getting this half done. And just trying to create the illusion of the nighttime sky and very minimal areas of light. So we're just working on under the water here and just picking up some of the sea creatures. But how are you going today? You're doing pretty good. I am very glad to hear that. Oh, kia ora. Welcome on in. Do you do any art or colouring yourself? Or just like browsing the creative community here on Twitch? Because there are some amazing creative individuals around. Right, so I do need to deepen in here a little bit. We also need to work on our turtle. So the base of our turtle won't have any of the bright green, but it will have the dark green. The actual deep cobalt green. Also need our deep indigo again, because the water will also make the turtle a little bit more bluer under the ocean waves, so we'll also bring out our bluish turquoise. And I think we'll probably need our Payne's Grey. Start shading in our turtle areas. Just enjoy watching Twitch. It's a wonderful space to be in. Always discovering new people on Twitch. It's so fun. It's so fun, like, finding new creative hobbies that maybe you haven't ever tried before, or different skills. There's just some really crazy talented people out there, you know? Alright, so let's start with some deep indigo. And we'll work over here. Because again, this one is not only at the back and has a bit of shadow, but is also quite a bit darker. From North Carolina, it's noisy in here. Where we're from, here inside the house. North Carolina. That's US. Correct? I'm pretty sure North Carolina is US. Well, kia ora. Pardon? East Coast? I am not good at geography. But kia ora. I am based in Aotearoa, New Zealand. So, very, very far away. East Coast. We have a couple of peeps from the East Coast that are in here, I believe. That must mean it is Saturday night for y'all in the time zones. Nope, your Payne's Grey. I want the deep indigo. So we can work around here. Just blend this into here. So it's still got obviously this spin, but we'll do that when we bring in the second page as well. I don't know why I started with that one. I guess I just wanted to start with this one. We don't jump straight into the white, Amy. We start with the lighter colours and then we use the white on top. So all these little bubbles. We can use the white to highlight on the bubbles just to create some depth to them, even though they're just little bubbles. I don't want to use like a Posca paint pen or anything this time. I want a little bit of sheerness and transparency to the bubbles, and I didn't want that bright pop of white like we've used for the light sources up here. Okay, same thing again, a deep indigo. Now, cobalt green, which is the same green that we've actually used on the turtle, the plants, and the palm trees itself, which will help keep it cohesive even with all the different areas. It's actually quite a limited palette that we've used here. We've essentially used brown, and even the yellow is really a light brown, a light mustard brown, and then green, blue, and black are the colors that we've used. Yeah, quite simple in terms of colors, but very effective. And keeping it quite limited is just going to make it look quite effective too, I believe. I think so. I think it's going to look good once it's all done. So we'll work a little bit of our bluish turquoise around the top here, because this is where the water would be the lightest. And then bring in some cobalt green. Start layering that in. Alright. No, not panes. Where is deep indigo? A lovely deep dark blue. Start working this over the whole thin leg of the turtle here. Bring in a bit more green. Do, 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 do. And where's our black? There. Because again, we've got our light coming from the top down, so the bottom of it would be darker, and we do want to shade that down. And we're going to also deepen some of these spots. And we'll pull out our Payne's Grey and do the same with the Payne's Grey. Alright, so I did start doing some of the highlighting on the leg back here, but we're just going to re-bring that in. Okay. Wrong colour. Not the white highlight because it's too sharp. We want a little bit of the light blue. And we'll just highlight a couple of these spots as well. I don't know technically if they jut out or are recessed in or just a pattern. I don't know technically, but I think it'll look good with a little bit of highlighting, so we're going to do it. Artistic license. Do, 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 do. Okay, right, let's get on to this. A belly of the beast. So we'll start with our dark turquoise, because this will also help transition to our waterline as well. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I feel sleepy today. No brain kind of day is a good description of the day. All right. I don't think we're going to finish this page today. I don't think I'll make it in terms of the length of the stream, to be perfectly honest. I'll keep going for as long as I can, but also we're definitely going to need to have a self-care nap today. It's definitely one of those days when I've got to take a nap, because I can feel myself just slipping into that place where my body will force me to nap. As much as I love super long Sunday streams, today's will not be a super long one because self-care. But we'll see if we can at least get a little bit more done on this page. It'll be nice to get this first half basically done. That'll be the goal. And I've just spotted that I never went over the top here with black. And that's important because then it makes the transition between the two pages easier. Sorry, I just spotted I hadn't done this now, so I just want to make sure I do this while I remember. Yeah. Emergency nap incoming. Please get to a safe place as soon as you can before your system reboots. You have X minutes, XX seconds. Those kind of naps? Yep. Yep. Chronic fatigue naps. They're a very different style of nap warning that I get. Yeah. It's like this heaviness starts pressing on you and you feel like every movement is pushing through jello. You feel like you're in a gelatinous cube, really. And then like your eyelids start pushing, and you've got two options. You either need to pull over if you're driving or get somewhere and sit or lie down. Like, I don't even have to be lying down for these ones. And it's just going to hit. And it's one of the few times that I will drop off almost instantly and I'm out. And usually, like, sometimes I only need 20 minutes when one of these naps hit. Most of the time it's around 20 minutes. But it's a very distinct feeling. And when it hits, like, I can tell I'm moving into that state, but there'll be a point where I'm just like, I have to go and lie down. And yeah, you drop off, you get the most solid 20-minute sleep of your life, and then you wake up and it's just like you've had 8 hours sleep. They're great. They are awful when they hit, but they do feel good when you wake up. And yeah, but you can push through them, but it comes at the cost of like the worst headache ever. So I can feel that heaviness is starting to whelm up on me. It's not hitting to the point where I need to go to bed now, because I wouldn't drop off immediately yet. We're not at that point, but I can tell it's one of those days and I'm gonna have to take one of those naps, which is different from other recovery naps that I do, because sometimes I just get tired and I need a nap, or I need to stretch my back, or I just need to rest, and those naps are different. But this is a very specific type of chronic fatigue nap. And yeah, I've talked to a few other people with chronic fatigue and they explain it the same way I do. And it's always the 20 minutes that gets us, because that's one of the defining factors, is it's a 20-minute power nap. And for most of us, it's 20 minutes. It's just funny that it's exactly 20 minutes that we all need. But yeah, pass out, 20 minutes solid sleep, and then it's like, poof, we're ready to go. Yeah. You know those naps? Yeah. Yeah, the chronic fatigue nap. It's a very specific type of nap, but when it hits, by God, you've got to do it. Okay. Auntie Endo, hello. Just passing to say hello. Your page is looking beautiful. Thank you so much. We are definitely getting there with this one. I'm really loving the dark, spooky nighttime vibes. And when we get to this side, we've still got all this side to shade, but when we get to that side, I think it'll really come together. I just wish I could capture it properly and you could see it in real life without all the pencil glare. But, you know, I genuinely don't have the spoons to fluff around with the cameras more. But yeah, right now we're just working on our turtle body at the bottom. Get this part all shaded up. And then we'll start filling in the rest of this splashing water. And then basically we just have a small edge along here to work on when we bring the second page in. Just to make sure our transition across the two pages reads as that and not two separate pages. I think I'm going to go and find something good to watch on TV and just veg. Yes, that's a good vibe, Yana. That is a wonderful vibe. I know those feelings well. The Zone Out TV show is beautiful at times. But thank you so much for being here. And yes, I will get to nap, as I said. That's why I just gave that warning that we're not going to have an overly long stream today, because there will be a point where I'm just going to have to bounce, because I can feel it building up. But we're not quite there yet, but I can tell. I can tell. It's a coming. The chronic fatigue nap is coming. It's looking amazing. I love the glowing lights. I love doing lighting effects, so thank you. Lighting effects are some of my favorite things to add to a page. They always hit me at 5 p.m. and then I'm up all night. Yeah. Sometimes I will, like, oh my god, one day I was at work. So I work from home and I was having a bad pain day. So I was working in bed so I could have my legs up. And it hit me in the middle of work. And I'd been feeling it all day. And I'd had a chance to rest before work, but I hadn't reached that point of instant fall asleep. So I hadn't actually had a chronic fatigue nap, but I could feel it was hitting at work. And so I jumped into work at 4:30 and I got through the first courier's work and it was about 10 past 5. And I caught up on all the courier. I hadn't done any of my background work. And then I was just in bed and the next minute it was 6:15. And I was getting a phone call from my manager going, Amy, are you on work? Because I had just straight passed out of sleep. It's happened before at the desk too. And so I had to message my manager then and be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I fell asleep again. Yeah. But yeah, she just cracks up laughing. It doesn't happen often, but she does know that that is something. And that's also a big reason why I can't work in the lab, is because of my health, like mobilizing around on the walking frame. I'm immune compromised. The effort to get out to the lab, I don't drive now as well, but yeah, while driving, if they hit while driving, you gotta pull over. You just gotta pull over. I don't even risk it. It only hit me once while driving, and luckily when it hit, I just had to go around the corner. And there was a park right there, so I just got in the corner and then turned off the car, and I basically dozed in the car for 20 minutes before I went up to my apartment, because it just hit me so quickly. Yeah. Like, the thing is, after you have the nap, you feel fantastic. So it is like a really wonderful nap, but it's just like, oh my god, the way they hit you is just intense and rough. And it's different from normal exhaustion, because there is also normal exhaustion. But yeah, the chronic fatigue naps just hit differently. It's kind of hard to explain unless you've experienced that absolute drop that they give you. And that's what I'm feeling now, is just that absolute heaviness and drop, and it's really starting to hit. So I think we're going to have to wrap up pretty soon. We might need to find a raid target. But it will be a raid and fade from me. Gonna see if I can finish this section anyway. Luckily, if I fall asleep on stream, I know Sammy can end stream for me. Literally can't keep your eyes open. Like, the muscles in your eyes fail you. Yep. Oh. It's always the refreshness when you wake up afterwards too, and it's just like, you can take on anything. It is essentially a phone recharge. It's your phone going flat and then you recharge it on a fast charger. Need to still deepen this up a bit. The wrong color. I want deep indigo. Like it was just black, which also still works. But I want to get more blue in here. This is looking very green right now. And we want it to be more blue. Hmm? Oh, what? I guess they're playing catch up because it was meant to come on Thursday. It's a work day. Oh, pardon? It's really starting to hit. Where are my scissors? Oh, here. Got him. Don't usually get deliveries on Sunday. Why are they in two individual bags? That's just a waste of plastic. We're just gonna detour and open packages. Oh look, they're wrapped in plastic as well. This is a lot of plastic. But come on. Come on. How about we go to here for a second. My hoodies arrived then. The mic is muted. I don't even remember hitting that button.
So you could talk to me.
Did I
a while
mute?
ago.
Did I mute during all the oddies?
I think
I am definitely done.
you didn't realise it. Sorry.
Oh god, it's been muted since you started unpacking. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so you didn't hear anything about me talking about how cute they were. Cool. Yeah, we're done. We're done. It was not on purpose. It's called Amy is done. Yeah, I'm gonna go crash. Sammy is now gone live. We're gonna go over to Sammy. I'm gonna start this raid. Following. Yeah, again, sorry it's a shorter stream, but this is what happens.
Sorry if you're raiding into ads.
Yeah, there's still technically ads going. Hopefully because we're joining mid, you won't get the ads. But yeah, as you can tell, I am very done. So we do need to just go and crash. I'm gonna go and immediately fall asleep. Thank you. I know it's a shorter stream, but this is what a chronic illness is sometimes, and sometimes we just gotta bounce. Thank you, Sammy, for streaming and taking over. It looks like we're playing Ori. Ori is gorgeous. It's wonderful. We all love Sammy, so let's all go be awake over there. Except for me, I'm gonna go crash. Stuff. I'm on places. Follow me. I'm back on Tuesday. Yeah. Brain cannot be found. I love you all. Let's do things. I have to press a couple more buttons and we're done.